This is tripping tonight. I think I'm live. Am I live? Let's see if we get these technical difficulties out of the way. All right. So here. But hopefully y'all can hear me. Hold on. Put new stream. Can y'all hear me? I don't know. OBS was tripping earlier. Let's see. OBS was tripping earlier. Let me see if I can. Hold on. Let me send a link up. Let people know I'm live. Cause y'all know I gotta let people know. But these things be happening, man. Hear me? Hold on. These things be happening like. Because at first I wasn't sure whether I was gonna go live today. And it's always those times when I'm unsure whether I'm gonna go live is when you have these issues arise, you know what I'm saying? But hold on, I'm just sending links out, so hold on a second. So make sure y'all like the stream. Let me make sure I let everybody else know that I'm live. Hopefully y'all seen the videos from earlier today. It's taking forever, man. Okay, this is from 7 minutes ago. Let me go ahead and delete that. Alright. Having all types of issues. Why is this thing taking forever? I hope it's not my internet fucking up. Okay, there it is. Take that down. Alright. What's good, people? What's good? Let me go ahead and start this thing off. What's good, man? Hopefully I don't have any more interruptions. But I still need to wait for some more people to get in here. This wasn't even gonna be a long show. It's still not gonna be a long show. Hopefully everybody that was here earlier understand that it needs this is a brand new goddamn stream. Hold on. Hold on a second. Hold on a second, people. No, I don't have a Comcast. But make sure y'all like it. I'm gonna have to turn this into like a stream clip, not really have up that long. Man, if you don't get your ass out my stream, dude, why the fuck you care who's in my stream, dude? I've never seen you in my stream in my life, and you worrying about who's in my stream. Get the fuck out of here, man. Y'all kills him with this shit, man. My stream is for everybody that support me or want to learn from me. It's been like that since day one. 4 years. Coming here questioning people, man. Get the fuck out my goddamn stream, nigga. But make sure y'all like the stream. Let's see who's here. Darte, Malik, Raymond. Let's see, Vern, Elbert, Black Phillip, Malik, Bring Clarity, China White, what's going on? One True Gem, David Watts, Kafira, is that how you say your name? Kafira? Arte, David, Vern, Snowy, Patricia. What's good, people? What's going on for Antonio? You know, what's going on, Shelly? King Jadon, what's good? What's up with y'all on this Friday? On this Friday night, what y'all got going on? What y'all got planned? Let's see. Salute to everybody that is here, man. Salute to everybody that's here. We're gonna talk about women and hitting the wall, and you know, do they only hit the wall when they hit the wall? They only want to level up when they hit the wall. You know, what's up, the good nurse? LM, what's good? Shout out to everybody on this Friday. Jordy Jones, Jay, what's up, man? Got you at work. Okay, cool, Jordy, appreciate it. What's going on, Naima? The other stream didn't work, Naima, so that stream sort of didn't work. You know, what's going on, Miranda? So because of that, I had to start a new one. Unfortunately, it bees like that. You know what I'm saying? It bees like that. But I think I got everything straight now. But we gonna get into it. Okay. Now, what I may do is just take phone calls instead of doing too much talking, and let y'all call in, because I want to know, because there's this growing sentiment about women needing to level up, you know, and getting away from the dusties. Now, I understand change. You know, I speak about change and people needing to change and not be stagnant, you know. It should be a part of life that you change and you progress and you get better, you know. That's what we all seek to do, you know. That's what we all seek to have in our life, you know. To level up in some way, shape, or form. But I want to speak on the other side of leveling up. It sounds good, right? It sounds good when a woman says, okay, I'm not going to deal with these type of guys anymore. I'm going to level up. I want a guy who's on my level, or I want to marry somebody who is making a ton of money. But you got to understand, these women have been programmed to the point to where they don't want to change. They like who they are. They like the type of guys that they like, and they're not going to change for nobody. They're not going to change for their kids. They're not going to change for their family, their social, you know, for financially. They're just going to like who they like. And that's why I don't understand why women be so upset at what I say in my videos. It's like my live stream. You know, there was some people that were triggered. You don't have to be triggered, okay? I'm trying to speak truth and put it out there, and hopefully you understand where I'm coming from as a man. I'm around other men. I see what's going on. I see the way that we perceive you, you know? And you have women who will say they want to level up, but they're still dealing with those same men that they will call dusty. You know, they'll say one thing around their group of friends or when they're on social media, but there's a reason why they're hiding their boyfriend. They're ashamed of him. They're ashamed of him, and they don't want anybody to know who he is. They don't want anybody to know that he is a dusty, that he's a sloppy dresser, even in his 30s or 40s. You know, he has multiple kids with multiple women. The guy's probably still legally married. So, you know, because you do, again, you know, women are very emotional and they will think about themselves before anything else. So they will be online talking about the type of guy they don't like. But behind closed doors, they're getting dicked down by that same dusty guy that they claim that they don't want, that they clown in these chat rooms and comment sections, and they put up these memes about. But guess who's smashing at the end of the day? Guess who she's calling at the end of the day? That same quote unquote Pookie and Ray Ray she claims she doesn't want. Well, she wants him when she gets horny. She wants him at the end of the night. Okay? And we all know this. You know, we all know that, you know, you got women that will say one thing and do another. That's why their dating life is so fucked up. You know, that's why they're comfortable being single, because they know that they still got, you know, dirty Dick Rodney that they can rely on in times of need. You know? And we all know this. You see, it's different with us as men because, you know, us as men, when it comes to leveling up our social situation, you know, we're looking at trying to grow socially. I don't know if women think the same way as we do. You know, we want a woman to match our success. And that could be a woman that we've been with since high school. It could be a woman that we've been with since college, or that we met at a Starbucks. If you're going to Starbucks. You know? What's going on, Verla? You know, like that's why when you see these professional athletes or these entertainers, they always are with an attractive, in shape woman who can socially maneuver in the circles that he is in. He ain't trying to bring no hood rat in no group of a group of successful men who are with attractive wives who probably make their own money. You know, so that you have to really look at it that way, man. And that's one of the things that I tend to like about the couple dynamics as far as black people is concerned, because you're not going to see a brother embarrassing himself, you know, with a female that doesn't fit him. But for the most part, a successful woman, 9 times out of 10, she's going to end up with a guy who's a complete embarrassment. Not always, but, you know. Make sure y'all like the stream, man. See Chanel, Charles, Grown Man Business was good. S. Reed, what do you mean, Jay, by matching your success? What I mean by matching success, I mean a woman who she's comfortable in those social settings. She can hold conversations. She can get along with your group of people that you're going to be going on vacations with. You're going to be around a lot. You know what I'm saying? She knows how to fit in. The women they may have been with before may not have fit into those circles. And those guys look at that like, damn, you know? Shout out to Charles Faulkner Jr. Woo, a fan of your videos and conversations. I appreciate that, Charles Faulkner. Shout out to you, man. With the woo. You know? Let's see. Salute to everybody that's here. Like the stream, man. You know, so, and I've had this conversation before. I might have even spoke about in a live stream. And I don't know if I talked about, you know, Chris Bosh, right? Chris Bosh. He last played with the Miami Dolphins, Miami Heat. You know, I think he was kind of like forced to retire, or just he's not playing right now because of blood clots. But if you look at his first girlfriend or wife. I don't think they never married. When he was with Toronto, he was dating this chick that was a complete dysfunctional hood rat. And then you see who he's with now. Now, I will say this about the woman that he's with now. She is a known industry chick. But he's more comfortable with her than he is dealing, okay, with his ex. And I see why. Shout out to Verla H. I appreciate that, Verla. You know, make sure y'all like the stream. Yeah, he socially, you can tell he made a choice that he felt like was social. But I mean, you know, when you got Lil Wayne referencing your wife in a derogatory manner, you know, you gotta maybe choose a little bit differently. You know, when I mean a woman who can fit you socially, I mean a woman who can have conversations, a woman who is not shied away from the spotlight. You know, look at Jesse Williams. You can tell his wife was very uncomfortable being in the spotlight. You know, the woman just seemed very unhappy. Yeah, Lil Wayne dealt with her a little bit. You know? That's why I was like, you know, sometimes you gotta do a little more research on people, man. But that's worked out. He ain't had no issues with her. You know, he had no issues with her. You don't hear about no fighting, no cheating. So you can look at that situation and say, well, you know, maybe he did choose the right fit. You know, maybe she settled down. She done left the thought life alone. She ain't got to be no groupie no more. You know, but if you have a man who's dressing in a suit all the time, he wants the woman that he is with to want to match that mindset of, you know what, I have to look better. I have to have a better group of people around me. And he wants the woman that he's with to match that. You know, if she can't fit into these circles, if she still has that hood rat mentality, you know, that that she can't talk and socialize, she doesn't understand the moment. She think that he's being uppity or the guy's around a different group of people. These people have money. These people have resources. He's trying to expand his influence within these circles. This is how you're able to grow your own resources, grow your own family name by building a link with different powerful, successful people. You can't do that if your wife is feeling some type of way. She don't want to go to different functions with you. You know, she don't want to hold conversations with the wives of, you know, your new friends, quote unquote. You know, that's all it is. That don't mean that you need to have a college degree. It don't mean that you have to talk differently. You just got to understand the moment. And that's why these guys tend to get with the women they get with. Women who understand his lifestyle and understands the type of people he's going to be around. The fact that this media scrutiny is going to be around him. You know? So there's different factors and layers into these particular situations. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that's coming into the chat. Yeah, get the likes up, people. Get the likes up. Now, I want a lot of women to understand that you have every opportunity to better yourself. There are men out there looking for a woman, you know, who they can be with. But it depends on where her mind is, where her attitude is. You know, now, not every man you get with or you want to get with is going to be rich. Now, some of these same women on social media talking about being gold diggers, going for a man's money. The man that they're with, they had to help him get the way he is. They're not going to tell you that, but they did. They did, you know. Shout out to Raiders 48. Appreciate that. So I want people to understand this. When it comes to society and dating and the dating market, understand that men level up too. Women, you know, there are some women that level up, but there are other women that don't want to let go of the type of lifestyle of men that they're into. They like being the only one successful in that dynamic. And because they want to be the only one who's successful in that dynamic, they tend to listen, but it doesn't change what they feel and what they believe when they log off. Okay. And that's why their relationships continue to be stagnant to a certain degree, you know? All right. What's going on here? What is going on in my chat room? China. Nobody was trying to be disrespectful to you. I'm looking at the original comment. This dude he wasn't being disrespectful towards you. So I don't know why you flipping out. But if you don't feel comfortable, you can go. Nobody's being rude to you. You're being the one who's being rude because nobody's being disrespectful towards you. Now, I don't want to have to stop what I'm doing to have to look in this chat room again. Okay? Shout out to Yardley Moises. I'm overseas, deployed, enjoying your show, bro. Fellas, don't ignore the red flags. I'm happy many men are waking up and adapting to a new era. Appreciate that, Yardley. I think we are. That's why we're changing as much as we are. And women are recognizing the change. This is why I tell women, you have every opportunity to meet a quality guy, but he ain't going to be rich. And that's the reality that women don't want to face, is that not every, a decent guy you meet is going to be rich. Doesn't mean he has to be broke, but he ain't going to be rich either. You know? There's only a small amount of men out here who got money, and those guys are taken. Okay? I hate to break it to you. Those guys are taken. They are. I see what you're saying, Miranda, but see, that's the thing. Like, I think, that's why women got to understand the type of guy they with. Just like men have to understand the type of women that they are with. You know? You have to understand your mate. I mean, you're sleeping with that person every night. You should know the type of person that they are. And whether they're marriage material or whether they're just smash material. Women like to blur the lines. We as men, we do not blur the lines. We don't, we're not trying to fall in love with chicks we just smashing. Now, you got some guys that will. But for the most part, chicks will turn just a casual sexual thing, and they want to turn into a relationship. And that's just not going to happen. Because that dude is there for one purpose and one purpose only. You can't flip that into no relationship. Unless that dude comes to you and be like, yo, I want to be in a relationship. Even after y'all done had sex. Y'all done had sex, he still wants a relationship. Now, that's different. But if you just sleeping with this dude and that's the arrangement y'all got, and then all of a sudden now you want to switch it up, that's going to blow up in your face. I'm telling you right now, it's going to blow up in your face. It really is. Hold on a second. Let's see. Did y'all check out my videos earlier today? I want y'all to go and check out this video I did in regards to Tyreek Hill losing custody of his son, his 3-year-old son, due to child abuse claims that really have not been verified. I see your point, Miss C. That's why, once again, you have to understand who you are and what you want. Like, if you're around somebody for sex, then just be about that. But you can't flip that into like no relationship. Like, you shouldn't even be trying to flip that into no relationship. Just keep it casual. Keep it to what it is. we're talking about the wall, Natalie, because I'm noticing a trend with the women. All right, cool, Snowy. We're noticing a trend that you have women around the same ages and the same stories, the same backstories that are talking about leveling up. You know, I want to see young women. I'm talking about these 20-something-year-olds. They know they done been ran through just a little bit. I want to see them get level up. I don't see them leveling up. When I look at some of the comments, some of these women got kids are damn near adults. And, you know, now they talking about leveling up. And that's, come on, man. You should have learned this shit years ago, man. All these books out here that y'all been reading, I know it hasn't been feeding you the right type of info. But you should have been able to read, read through the lines. You know what I'm saying? That if you have high, market value, of course you're going to have your pick of men. You know what I'm saying? But if you are a young woman that has high market value, I suggest you level up now. You know, don't wait on, this guy who you've been talking to for years to suddenly think he's going to change. If that nigga ain't changing today, he ain't changing tomorrow. He ain't changing next week. He ain't changing next month. You know, because you do have young women that are still, I see these chicks, I see these females, these young women who are in their prime, fucking around with some lame, dusty ass dude. And they really think this nigga's gonna change. They really think he gonna change. See, the reason why I'm using leveling up, because I'm constantly seeing it used by women. You know? So that's why I'm using the term level up. I don't make videos about leveling up. I make videos about women hitting the wall, but I don't make videos about leveling up, you know? I don't know how a woman 23 with 4 kids is going to level up to anybody. You know, she need to figure out her situation with her baby's fathers before, but yeah, I know women who are in their early 20s with multiple children like that. I don't see them leveling up very much unless they come across a guy who's willing to save them. That's why y'all got to get your shit together, man. Stop letting these dudes continue to run through you because you like how they look or they got swag. Are they offering you anything besides that? You know, really? Are they offering you anything besides that? You know, if they not, then you're wasting your time. You're wasting your time. And I'm seeing these women on social, especially on YouTube. Like you got, these gold digger advice givers. They constantly talking about these men being dusty. But you were fucking with dusty men for years until you figured out, and it took you a while, that nothing was going to change. You know? Like, when I see them talking about dusty this and dusty that, but guess who guess who she's still dealing with at the end of the night? Guess who she's still fucking around with? That same dusty ass man that she's claiming that she don't like. You know? That's a good point, Kafira. And that's why I be telling women, man, like, you got women that want to rush things, and I tell them, don't rush it, because you got to get to know a person. You have to get to know them at the good times and the bad. You gotta really get to know them, what they really want, their true intentions. Because if you don't, you're gonna be in a world of frustration. If you hop into a situation with somebody and that shit just don't work at all. La Original, what's going on? What's good? But I'm noticing a trend, man. What's going on, Mel? You got to take your time, man. Don't be trying to rush into the sack with nobody. That's gonna make it worse. You know what I mean? Situations I've seen people, they meet each other and they move in together. I'm like, why y'all going so goddamn fast? That shit is gonna end just as quickly as it started. You know what I'm saying? Just because you want to secure somebody. No, you secure a long-term relationship with somebody once you're able to figure that person out. Once you're able to figure out that person wants something long-term and short-term. Because sometimes people don't let their intentions known. They don't let their intentions known to you until they get mad at you and then they tell you how they truly feel. You know what I'm saying? Then they want to tell you how they truly feel. You know. Shirok, if that's your name, Yah, what's good? Gotta take your time. Yeah, I'm gonna hit the phone lines. I don't want to do too much talking, and I'm not gonna be live very long, so I'll let y'all call in. Let me see. Hopefully the sound doesn't give out. I may have to get a different whatever it is I'm using here. Exactly, man. Like, there's a method. Like, there's a method to my madness, and there's a method to other people's madness, I guess. You know, I just like for me, I like to take things at a snail pace because you want to know whether that person is you're just a rebound. You never want to be a rebound because there's always somebody out there looking for somebody to rebound on. You know what I'm saying? Because let me tell you what happens in rebound situations. Once she realizes that her old situation has changed and she can get it back into that situation, you're going to be gone. You know? Okay, La Original. Miranda, you say you know a 24-year-old with 4 kids. You know what? You know what's crazy, Miranda? I do too. I do too, man. Yeah, man, you have to see a person at the good times or when in stressful times, you know? Because listen, you taking a situation slow, let's say that situation blows up and y'all are upset at each other or you have a bit of a back and forth, a disagreement. That person is going to voice their true feelings about you, and that's when you're going to know where you stand with that person. You know what I'm saying? You're going to see how easy that person is to get angry or, you know, what really bothers that person about you. How they truly feel, you know. Not saying that you should just go at like a super slow, but the thing about a situation that goes slow, it can always speed up. It can speed up like that. You know, it doesn't take very long for it to speed up. But starting off, you got to learn the person, man. Because if you don't, and that situation goes left, then what? But you definitely want to see that person's temperament. You know what I'm saying? You want to see that person's temperament. Whether they're strong or they're weak. You know what I'm saying? Whether that person in stressful times can keep things calm and keep things moving, or they're just not worth the headache. You know, they're emotional. And there's, you know, you don't want to get caught up in being around somebody that's super emotional. Cool. 3. I definitely want the ladies to call in because I'm speaking about them. Whenever I do topics about women, I definitely want women to call in. But of course, I'm gonna have dudes that call in. Of course, of course. All right. Make sure y'all like the stream as you come in. We got a good group around here, in here so far. I appreciate that. You know, like I said, hopefully the sound doesn't go in and out. All right. So, La Original, go ahead and call in. Matter of fact, let me know what your digits are. Your first 3 digits, area code. Let me know what that is. Let's see. Yeah, man, you gotta, you know. Okay. So I'm gonna let Live Original be the first one to speak. All right, you live. Hold on. Live Original, you there? Hold on.
For myself, that when you're dealing with somebody, you should take things slow. Now, there's a difference between taking things slow and procrastinating. Like, you know how black people do. When we've been together 45 years, I think I'm ready to settle down. That's fucking procrastination. But I do believe that you should take your time and get to know who you're dealing with. I pay attention to what I do is I listen to everything the person says, and then I see if their actions match their words, and then I look for patterns. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Does this person, because you want to see someone that's consistent.
Yep.
So that's one thing that I learned. And a lot of women, you know, they get in their feelings and they get emotional, and they don't think logically. And I think that's one of the things that happens with single mothers. You end up thinking that you know somebody. 9 times out of 10, you didn't take your time. And a lot of times, when females think that they're in love, they become retarded.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen women, man. They will go crazy over a guy, like, you know.
Love is not an excuse for stupidity, though.
All right.
Like, you cannot say, "Oh, I love them." That's not an excuse. That's not an excuse.
Yeah, that's
not an excuse.
That's why I say people, you got to take your time, man. Like, you know, I'm not saying that you need to take years. No, it just, to me, I think a good couple months getting to know somebody is good. You know, not
I would
days.
say a year.
You know what I'm saying?
I personally would say a year. You want to know why? A lot of times, you know, most people can attest to when a relationship is over, you look back on the relationship and you see a whole bunch of shit that was in your face the whole entire time. And usually you can spot signs within the first year. I think, for me, it takes a year, at the very minimum, a year, to know whether or not that is somebody that you want to continue to deal with. Unless the person's just a great liar. But from my own personal experience, you just have to pay attention to somebody's patterns. And then, you know, not to get religious, but praying for discernment, too. It helps, because God will let you know that nigga's a demon. Or she's that bitch is a Jezebel. I didn't send her, Satan sent her. So it's just about paying attention and taking your time, especially because I feel like when it comes to dating mistakes, people learn at their own pace. But there's no way, I'm 30 years old, there's no way that at 30 I would still be making the same choices, because there's a difference between a choice and a mistake. I feel like a lot of people they'll make a choice, they know what the risk is, but then when the consequences come, all of a sudden it was a mistake. It wasn't. You knew what you was doing. You made a choice. It was just a bad one. So I feel like
I will say this though. Like, when it takes to getting to know somebody, of course, it takes a long time. It may take a year, may take 2, may take 3 years. I think it depends on the person and their dating history. If you got a person that's been single for a long time, it's gonna take a while to get to know that person. Now, if you got somebody who's been in like long-term relationships, now that may be different because they're used to being in a relationship. You know, they're not used to being single. But a person who's been single for a long time, they got to get used to talking to somebody regularly. So that is gonna take a while. Yeah. And if they got kids too, you know? Yeah.
Listen, been there, done that. If I don't have no kids, I don't want no kids, I'm Gucci. When it comes to kids, if you don't have no kids, heed my warning. Run. If you don't have no kids and you meet a motherfucker with kids, I don't care how fine they are. Run. Just run. It doesn't matter if they have a 6-pack It doesn't matter if they have a six-pack or not. Run.
Right. Well,
Just run for the hills.
I've
You want to
seen.
know why?
Why? Go ahead.
This is the reason why. For me personally, I was never in the relationships that I was in. I never felt like I came first, like I was a priority. When you are with someone who has a child, you will never be the priority. You will always come second to some other person's afterbirth or come second. Period. You're never gonna come first. This is the thing. If I'm gonna come second to something, I would prefer to come second to something that came out my own pussy, not your ex-girl's pussy. Like I'm good. I'm the type of person, like, I don't give a fuck about your child. I don't want to see no pictures. Like, I'm good.
But if we say that as men, they get upset at us if we say that about single mothers.
I don't. No. A man who has no kids has the right to have a preference.
Yeah.
Okay.
I believe so.
A man who has no kids has the right to have a preference. You can't. I can see if a person has kids and they're like, I don't want to date someone with kids. But if a person has no kids, they have the right. I've told niggas straight the fuck up. I don't know. You got a child. No disrespect to you or your child. I'm good. One guy was like, "Oh, my daughter comes first." Like, you ain't your daughter, bitch. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. Well, you got. Well, I know some of y'all be dealing with these dysfunctional baby mothers, and I know y'all get in those situations. So I can see what you're saying as somebody who don't have kids.
I don't have the time to be going back and forth with nobody about their baby father. Bitch, you can have the nigga. I'm good. You just, you live and you learn. And I'm not a real big fan of blended families at all. I'm 30. I've never even been pregnant. You want to know why? Because there's birth control and there's condoms. Pregnancy is a choice. There's no such thing as oops, I fucked up. Nah, like with all of these different flavors of birth control, you couldn't pick a flavor. You don't like strawberry? Like, nah, there's no. In my opinion, there's no excuse with the amount of options there are for women to not get pregnant. So for me to be 30, 30, college educated, own car, own crib, great credit score, and I'm saving up now for a house and I have no kids. Why the fuck am I going to go and bust my ass to save up for a house so somebody else's child can come and be comfortable living off of my hard work? If I'm going to build a foundation, I'm going to build a foundation for me and mine, not you or yours. Like, nah.
Listen, I'm the type of guy. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a control freak, man. I like to have like my own. I like to enjoy my own. I don't want nobody to benefit off what I have. Unless it's some, like, let's say if I'm in a relationship with a female, like I still would like for her to be able to make her own money. Not saying she has to pay 50-50, but just have your own shit, because I'ma always be able to take care of whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but just have your own,
But I feel like a female should be able to take care of herself as well, because my thing is this: I don't believe in being a stay-at-home mom. I don't believe that a woman shouldn't work. I believe that you should work, and you should have an impeccable work ethic, because even if you get a good man who makes six figures, who's to say that he's not going to get hit by a bus or get injured or get hurt, and now he can't work, and now you have to handle the financial responsibility of the household. So this is exactly why I feel like a woman should always have her own money and be self-sufficient. And I feel like a man has a certain level of respect for a woman who does work and she can hold her own, because she cannot do for you what she cannot do for herself. If she can't maintain her own bills, her own household, keep her own house clean, keep cooking, keep herself up, what the fuck she gonna do for you?
Yeah, she's no good to nobody in that situation. But I appreciate you. Yeah. Now go ahead.
No problem. Have a good night.
All right, I'll say appreciate the call. I ain't mean to cut you off, man, but I appreciate you calling in. All right.
No, you good.
All right.
All right. Thank you, guys.
All right, bye. Shout out to La Original. It was a good call, but I want to get a call or two in before I shut it down for this Friday night. I don't want to get too late, people. Maybe I'll get a few more calls. Maybe some of you ladies in the chat room, you're like, well, Jay, I don't agree with that, Jay. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. I'm offended. 52 year man tell me I'm two together. Really, Miranda? Wow. Maybe that was his form of hitting on you. But shout out to Law Original. Okay, you calling it S Reed? Are you calling in from the same number, S Reed? I'm offended, Jay. Why would you even say that? What did I say? I'm offended you're having this live stream. Look at the title. Salute to the chat, everybody that's coming in. Like the stream, people. Okay, S. Reed. If you're new and you just saw this on your recommends, make sure y'all subscribe if you're new. As well. You know. Also, make sure you go and buy some t-shirts. I will have some new designs next week. I'm gonna have at least 3 new designs in the Teespring store next week. Thank you, Nancy. I'm offended, Jay. I could hear it. I will have some new designs in the Teespring store next week. I'm gonna say at least maybe 2. Not maybe, I wouldn't say 3, but maybe 2. Maybe 2 new designs. That everybody can go and purchase as well. So I'll have that in there. But you can go and buy what's already in the store right now. You know. So yo, S. Reed, you calling in? I know y'all ready to get to make some bad decisions tonight. I ain't want to hold y'all up from all the bad decisions y'all trying to make tonight. All right, you live with Jada Black. What is going on?
Hey.
Hey, what's going on? This
Am I on?
Yeah, you're on live with Jada Black. What's going on?
Okay, now that woman was funny as shit.
That's La Original.
She was funny as shit because the thing is, she said nobody else's cum stains and am I on still?
You are on live, you know? You're on live.
Okay, let me turn. Hold on. Okay, I had 2 of them. Okay, she was funny as shit, but you know what? She was true. I mean, she was telling the truth because everybody is not meant to nurture a whole bunch of kids. Some people, that's how you get child molesters and different type of weird people in your circle if they don't match the same beliefs that you do. You know what I mean? Yeah. Some people too selfish. If you bring somebody in your household and they're like, okay, my kids only mine, they don't need to be with somebody who already got offspring, because they're not going to treat that kid right. And, of course, you're not going to be a priority in that person's life, And with women, we got to do things before your looks. Women, we on a time limit. You got to do things before your looks fade and before you get all busted and disgusted, And with women in their 20s, they should be taught from birth how to maintain and deal with relationships. Men too, but people are taught a whole different weird ass way. Me personally, I don't think in your 30s you should, in your 20s and in your early age, you should be like, how I say this, your brain ain't developed enough to know what the right relationship is. So that's why your parents got to teach you. You can't just start learning how to deal with relationships in your 20s and you all out there acting a damn fool, and then you don't figure it out till you in your late 30s or 40s, Yeah. And then, because women, our value also come with our youth and our looks. That's a part of it. That's a big, big part of it. So, it's good to learn that stuff from a young age so you won't, I guess, you call it hitting the wall. Yeah. You know what I mean? And then the other point I want to touch on is when you talked about, men leveling up and things like that. You can't take a ratchet to a formal organizational ball. or it's going to look like something off of Love and Hip Hop or something like that. And somebody that has some type of status, they don't want to be, people going to be watching them, and they're going to watch how they spouse act. So if you had a high school sweetheart, I totally agree with you. If you with a woman that don't have good behavior standards, and when you start going these functions and you try to make money, if she erected, she just gonna embarrass him, and don't nobody want to be embarrassed.
Yeah, that's why. That's why I mentioned earlier about men getting with women they feel like will fit into their social circles. You know what I'm saying? It ain't really like they're trying to like this. It's that they understand socially. Socially, these guys, especially like when football, you have to be in college for 3 years, and they learn from being in their neighborhoods and going to college. They're in a different environment, and they learn that you gotta wear suits and ties a lot, because a lot of these guys when they go to games, like, they have to wear suits and ties, so they're already being conditioned to be corporate. So they're gonna want a woman who fits that, and some people don't understand that. They think these guys are just
exactly. I understand everything you said about that. You know what I mean? And sometimes if you have that, that's totally true. And you know what? That's why women especially need to be taught things like that from childhood. They can't just all of a sudden start learning later on in their life, because you ain't gonna get it right till you old as shit and probably can't have no more kids. Right. And you gotta be less picky if you are really old trying to figure things out.
Yeah. Or they'll be on YouTube looking at these gold digger advice givers, giving them the wrong advice that they didn't even use themselves.
Yeah, you don't believe that shit. You watch that, you laugh at those people. Yeah. And that probably got a miserable ass.
Miserable. Ain't getting their back plowed out, nothing. They on YouTube telling these women that you need to be in a miserable marriage because he got money.
No, I mean, you adapt to whatever lifestyle that you want to adapt to. Right. You know what I mean? This stuff on TV ain't real. It might be real to them, but the average person is not a superstar. Right. You know what I mean? Like, the average person is not a superstar. So if you think you're going to get a regular person to act like that, and I mean, it's just not realistic. Yeah. To want all of that stuff, Yeah. And some people, like, there was people like I see on TV, and I'm thinking, like, why is this person married to that person? Like, why is they together? And then they end up getting divorced because they woman on Love and Hip Hop fighting and acting a fool and embarrassing themselves. And charm school, there's a charm school, and this is just, I'm about to get off in a minute, but this is just a small recommendation. They got charm school. Charm school is real in real life. So a lot of some women that ain't been raised right, they can go to charm school and change their shit around.
But how many of them want to go, though? That's the question. How many of them want to go?
I recommend them do it at a young age in their early 20s. That's what I recommend they do.
They too busy on IG, man. Come on, man. They too busy on IG, man. they ain't trying to go no time. IG sound weird. I got an account, but my son set it up for me. But all that internet stuff, that stuff ain't. I see it, and I be like, okay, I need to turn this shit off, because that stuff is fantasy land. It is, isn't it? But they don't get. They think it's real life. They literally be on IG all day looking at comments, looking at the people comment on their posts all day.
I mean, every once in a while you get into, I think you get into something, because I watch your stuff a lot, and every once in a while I gotta say something. I'll be like, are you kidding me? Why do these people, the ones that be saying like ain't nobody shit and they be getting aggressive, I be thinking like, okay, if you only seen this type of woman in your life and you just think women ain't shit, to me, what does that say about you if you only been around women like that? You need to move.
Let me read this. Let me read this super chat out from Real Brother Network. Shout out to you. He says, women are lying to view settling down as hitting walls. They lying to themselves. He said that let's see. He said women are lying to view settling down as hitting walls. Hitting walls is more physical, sir. you know. And but I see what you're saying about lying. I think they're lying about their social status. They're trying to, you know, be viewed differently in the world. I think that's why you see these
But who
women.
cares about the world? It's your own household and what you're doing in your own life. These people that you have no idea who the hell they are, and probably ain't never gonna meet them in life.
Yeah, and that's why. Listen, that's why I implore women to listen to men more, because we know what the fuck we talking about. You know, when you going downhill and everybody else, all these women that you're listening to will tell you there's nothing wrong with you. You just need to stop dating a dusty. No, you got to change your whole demeanor, lifestyle, your attitude, because until you do that, you're not going to, you know, attract the type of energy that you need to attract the men that you want. You know, you're gonna be attracting the dusty
You don't
guys.
need you don't need to date a dusty. You don't need to have a ratchet ass accent. You don't need to
Right. Because
do a lot of things.
I'm telling you, the guys who they say are dusty, these guys are bold. They'll walk up to any woman. They don't care whether you got a college degree, you work in corporate America or not. They still walking up to you. And then some of you women are still dating these guys.
No. And
Y'all still
another
dating
thing that I wanted to touch on that I remember you said is that you know, damn, I forgot it.
Well, type in the chat
I
later.
forgot it, but you said some important shit. You said some important. Okay. Now I remember what it was. If you don't already want a relationship first, you was talking about the men. Like women, we can't convince a man to be in a relationship or fall in love with us and change. I feel like I agree with you. If he don't tell you he want a relationship or he don't already want one before he met you, we can't change it, you know. And I've seen girls get involved with guys and they think after they sleeping with him or whatever, they can make him change to the other side, you know. And we can't do that. We don't have the power to change. You don't have mind control over somebody to make them do what you want to do.
Exactly.
You know, and I don't like dating either. I mean, I know a lot of people date, but I think a woman's form of dating should be having conversations, keeping your legs closed, and paying attention to what these fools are saying. And, you know, just hanging out. Like my dude, I met him 10 years ago. I had no idea that we was going to be together, but I was interviewing. I was just talking to people. At lunch break, I would just talk to people and make friends. And all the time, I'm figuring out who my husband going to be. I wasn't about to bullshit with these people. I was 27 years old, and I'm like, look, I need a husband. I'm about to talk to people, see what the hell they got going on, and then I'm going to find my husband. Because I'm getting close to 30, and I need to sew this shit up before I start looking a damn mess. And I become old and hitting the wall.
That's what you could give some good advice to some of these ladies out here, man.
You know, your words is funny. I said something about mid-toe, and my dude don't want me to be on the internet no more. He's like, how you know about mid-toe? I said, I had to play stupid. I was like, big toe. But no, I think it's funny, you know, and I got two boys. You know, one of my oldest son, he's in college, and he lived with a girl. I don't recommend that shit at all. I don't like it at all because I don't feel like he developed enough financially, and he in law school. That girl ain't about to do shit but give him a headache. She ain't about to do nothing but give him a damn headache.
Shout out to,
you know?
Let me give this shout out to Tan. Shout out to Tan, man. What's going on with you? He said, I just had to let go my situation. Sister, I've been patient and willing to wait, but I can't teach a woman how to be a woman. I even helped her get her CDL and want more out of life, but still attitude. That's crazy. Well, I appreciate that, man. Yeah, you got to let people go.
That's something another woman got to do. That's something another woman got to do, teach a woman how to have a good attitude. A man can't teach no girl how to be a lady. That's why she didn't need a mother. And men can't teach a damn girl. Women need good mothers to teach them their attitude, and men need to teach their sons how to be men. He can't teach his girlfriend how to be a good wife. That's something she got to already know how to do.
Yeah, we that's way out of our social score, my dude. You know, we got to let, women figure those things out. That's why I say what I say in my videos. And when I talk about these live streams, it's about women holding women, other women accountable. That's why you see women call in, be in the chat, speaking on these things, because you see the accountability that could be had, and why these women could give these women really good advice. But I'm gonna go to another call. But I appreciate you calling. All right, S. Reed.
All right, nice chatting. You have a good one.
All right, you too. Bye. All right, bye. Shout out to S. Reed. Shout out to S. Reed. I may take a call or two. Yeah, S. Reed, she has very good calls. I like when S. Reed calls in. She's very good. All right. Make sure y'all like the stream, man. Shout out to everybody that's been super chatting tonight, man. I appreciate that, man. I like when y'all super chat and y'all support. All right, you live with Jada Black. What's going on?
Mm-hmm. Are you talking about dating, or are you talking about personal, like your own personal, or both?
Well, I'm talking about both. Because when you want to level up, you don't want to just do it socially, right? You want to do it, socially and spiritually, emotionally. You want to, because you're gonna be, if you leveling up to a man that has money, you're gonna be in a different social circle. Even his family, being around them is gonna be different, because they're gonna be used to being around money, and being, socially higher up on the food chain. So you have to level up in those ways.
Okay, I see what you mean.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess the thing is about that is you can, like, taste-wise, like for me personally, dating, I've always been able to recognize, like, a good quality guy when I met them, but the ones that I was interested in, they curved me harder. They curved me harder than a turnstile.
Hold on, did you call last night? Didn't you call last night?
Uh-oh, I've been exposed.
I don't know if you've been exposed, but I just want to know if you were, because like your voice sounded dissimilar. Yeah. So what's your name? Because
Beth.
Beth, are you Beth's blog?
Maybe.
Maybe, yes, no.
Yeah.
Might, could, maybe.
Okay, but I mean, it's like.
That's all. I just want to know. I just want to know your name. That's it. This ain't an interrogation.
Oh, okay. Okay.
This ain't an interrogation.
But no, y'all were coming at me yesterday, so I'm like, no, let me.
We was coming at you. No. I was coming at. No, I wasn't coming at nobody. The chat was coming at somebody who, I think it may have been a female caller, but she was kind of talking shit. No, that wasn't you, was it?
Oh, I thought it was me. I was like, they were flinging my ass, so I went to stay incognito.
No, I think they was talking about the fact that you said you couldn't find anybody in your area to date that you were interested in, and then you just said that you were curved by certain guys, right? Well, maybe those guys weren't for you, and I told you that maybe you need to expand and not date in that area anymore.
Well, I mean, still, I think it's if you can recognize someone that's quality and you still get curved by them, the only options you have left is who comes to you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there was one guy when I was 18. He comes from 2-parent household like me, very family oriented, and his father worked at the school. I told him I was going to marry. I told his father I was going to marry him. In fact, on our graduation, he called me his future daughter-in-law.
Okay.
But his son, he hadn't signed off on the operation.
Why not?
Happen.
What do you think happened?
I mean, he just wasn't into it. The thing, like, those guys, these guys, they're just like anybody else. They don't feel just obligated to be with you simply because you like them.
Yeah.
The way that, guys feel, these ones that go on these whine and complain campaigns. Girls don't want a guy like me. Girls, they want to date.
Well,
you don't see me going.
Well, let me ask you this.
Don't see me going
hold on. Let me ask you this. Are you on social media besides YouTube?
I deleted my Instagram a while ago.
Okay.
So I just couldn't,
well,
I couldn't
I
take any more of that. Eat it like this, suck it like that. I couldn't take any more of that.
well, I
I
would
just
tell
got so sick of seeing stuff.
I would tell you this. Something needs to change. Like I said last night, either you change the type of guys that you're into, or you could change the area where you're dating at. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I mean, still, I feel, I thought, that if you just dealing with, guys that are of a certain quality and, background and, that they're well-bred guys, that, that was it. And I realized, oh, they have the right to say no, too.
Mm-hmm.
These guys don't feel obligated to be with someone simply because they're not, like people make it out like, oh, why don't you date a good, why don't you date a... Those guys have the right to turn you down too. They don't feel like just, oh, wow, I'm just happy to get any. I'm just happy someone likes me at all.
Mm-hmm.
They want whoever they're trying to get with too. And some of them have curved me for women who ultimately place them.
Mm-hmm. Well,
so they're not even necessarily approaching girls that treat them well.
Well, the chat is wanting me to ask you, they want to know, you want you to describe yourself. If you don't want to describe yourself, you could just, I would like to know what you look like, because to me, it seems like you're saying that you can't get attention from these guys. They don't want to date you. There got to be a reason why.
They told me it's not anything about looks. They're just, I guess they're looking for something else. He was with this, he's been chasing this girl since, he's my age. He's been chasing this girl, he said, since 9th grade.
Uh-huh.
And he said
he was probably lying, but okay. He was probably lying, but okay.
He's probably lying?
I said he probably was lying about that, but okay.
No, but she told me that too.
Oh, he did? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think he's honest, because she played him and he was still, to this day, like, he still defends his actions. He's like, no, I love her, and I think if somebody played me, that's a wrap. I wouldn't still be out here looking stupid.
Well, how is dating now? Like, are you going on dates? Like, are you talking to guys?
I have before.
Do you have you like a friend with benefits or something like that? You know what I'm saying?
No, I thought friendship was the benefit.
Nah, not what I'm speaking of. It's more than friendship. It's more than friendship.
That's a joke. No, that's a joke. Whenever guys tell me the friends with benefits thing, I joke and say, "Oh, I thought friendship was the benefit."
All right,
like,
right,
no.
Yeah, right. If he ain't willing to fix your tire, it ain't no friendship. It's just benefits. But okay.
No, I'm not. Out here, throwing that thing, putting it down.
You say you ain't throwing that thing? Okay. So you a good girl. So you would say you a good girl?
Even when I was little, I never. Here's the thing. I come from a 2-parent household. My parents are still together to this day. Okay. And that's why I didn't really. I always knew I wanted to wait until marriage. Mm-hmm. But I still didn't actually want to get married, just because I've seen it's not, what people make it look like on Instagram.
Uh-huh.
Oh, looking, husband, we're going cute. Look, I know it's not, all this fluffy BS.
Well, of course, dating is crazy, and you either with somebody nowadays, either you're sleeping with them or you don't have them in the deep freezer of the friend zone. Do you have any guys in the deep freezer of the friend zone?
I had one, but I told him immediately that I wasn't into him, and he's engaged now, and I'm happy for him.
Okay.
He says that they really are alike, and I'm happy. I'm more happy because he was putting himself out there in such a way that it was like, if you come across the wrong kind of girl, you're going to end up getting used.
Yeah.
So I'm relieved that, he found someone and, he didn't have to deal with any more leech type people.
So he don't have to
But
worry
no,
about being.
I'm
So he ain't got to worry about getting out the friend zone with you, huh? He already got a new situation, right?
I mean, he was in the friend zone. I mean, I thought, you know, once I told him I wasn't interested in him, that it was over. But even a year later, I was like, man, you gotta let this go.
Yeah. Well,
Eventually, he did.
well, I would say this, you know, there's somebody for everybody, and I don't think you're gonna be
I'm
single
not
unless
out there
you.
like that, though.
But I know, but
I
you
have
want
to.
to. But that's the thing. You won't change though. You won't change, right?
I mean, I'm willing to change.
Okay.
I mean, I haven't been. I've been on a few dates, but I've been stood up on a few dates.
God, you've been stood up. Really?
Yeah. Well,
What is
here's
going
the
on?
thing, like,
What's going on, Beth?
no,
Beth?
like there was a guy. He's a little older, maybe his 30s. He has a kid, but he went through this whole spill of, girls don't really want a good guy. You know, they're chasing this, and he went through that whole little spiel, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh, he's a good guy and stuff. He just, girls won't give him a chance, so I will. And he stood me up.
God damn. Well,
Actually, I've been stood up maybe twice. Another guy, I stay near Atlanta, so he runs his own talent agency out here. He manages, like the Harlem Globetrotters.
yeah. So he's
So
their
there's a
manager.
team here that
He's their manager.
yeah, he manages this group that does like stunts during the basketball games.
Oh,
And that's
wow.
what he does. And we were supposed to go out, and he didn't show up.
Well,
Maybe 3 or 4 days later, maybe 3 or 4
that
days
might be the
later.
problem. You're in Atlanta. That might be the problem. I heard dating in Atlanta is terrible from other people. I've heard it was terrible.
Maybe that's it.
It could be that. That's why I tell you need to expand. Have you thought about long distance dating?
No, look, I have friends 45 minutes, and I barely see them because I hate the commute.
Well, first you gotta get to know people, right? Like you said, you're not throwing that thing around, so you gotta get to know people.
I mean, I'm just not good.
Well,
I know what you're saying.
You got to work socially. I think your confidence is low. You got to work on building it up, especially as a woman, because there's a lot of thirsty men out there. Okay, so I don't think it takes that much for you to get on track. I really don't.
I mean, it's just so disappointing because it's like I was at a bar once, and this guy went through this whole little, look, I'm a guy, I've got a Mercedes, I've got my own place, I'm not some bum, yeah, I like you, you're cool, give me a chance, don't be fake. I'm like, you know what, I respect that.
Well, let me ask you this.
And he ghosted me.
I got to go to some other calls. I want this call to get someone, but I want to ask you this. Are you like into like brothers? Or are you into white men? Like what type of guys are you into?
I don't even care. If you act right and you've got yourself aligned, I'm, maybe some species of animals. No, I'm just playing.
Well, I'm gonna say this though. The chat, they want to know what you look like. They're thinking that you're overweight and maybe unattractive. That's why you can't. Maybe you're part of the incel community. Like, will you be willing to show me what you look like?
Yes.
Okay, well, send it to my email because I know you don't have Instagram. So I can myself to dispel anything to the chat. You can show me what you look like so we can say it's not looks.
I can, but I mean, you can put it up. I don't care. I'm just a private person.
Okay, well then send it to my email.
Just being a female on social media, you'll get, all kind of creeps. I actually got a fake message for someone trying to recruit me for America's Next Top Model. I'm like, no, I need to just keep myself off any of that.
Well, how are they recruiting you if you're not on social media? How are they recruiting you?
No, it's like the message there's like a message your inbox, and then there's the message that doesn't make it to the inbox.
Oh yeah, that's probably spam. That's probably
and
spam.
I looked up the person's name, and I saw someone asked Tyra Banks on Twitter, and they said, no, that's fake.
Well, how about this? Send me a picture of how you look, and I can dispel to the audience myself that it's not Lewis. You'll do that for me?
Okay.
All right. My email.
Did you know the same?
Yeah. You done sent me an email before? It's Jada Black Live. I'll put in the chat right now so you can see it. It's right there in the chat. So send me a picture.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and end the call. I appreciate you calling in. All right, and you go ahead and do that for me. All right.
Okay.
All right. Thanks for calling in. Shout out to Beth for calling in. Best blog. I think it is. Shout out to her for calling in, man. I think she's a little nervous. You know what I'm saying? But she said she's gonna send me a picture. So, you know, I know y'all are saying things in the chat, but we're gonna see. We're gonna see. Okay. Shout out to all the people that call in, man, that watch the show. I appreciate that. I noticed that the numbers went up when she was on. Y'all must have liked her voice. I see Unique. What's going on? Yeah, I heard dating in Atlanta is terrible. I heard dating in Atlanta is awful. Shout out to Tan with another super chat. Her mom is lost, so I was already screwed. Tan, there's a way out of that, man. There's a way out of that. You know, just, you know, change course and get rid of the baggage. Get rid of the baggage. You know? Talking about Jay, do a part 2 tomorrow. I may do a part 2. I didn't want this stream to get too long. I don't want this stream to, you know, it's too damn late at night. On a Friday, when we need to be out, well, y'all gonna be out there making, you know, decisions that you're gonna regret in the morning. Drinking a little bit too much. As a matter of fact, I wouldn't mind having a bottle of champagne somewhere over here with me right now. Y'all know I don't drink wine, I drink champagne. You know, champagne, wine is for these bougie motherfuckers like LeBron. Now I'm not accepting no more calls, man. Those calls were long, but I wanted to talk to the ladies. But I'll do a part 2 tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe I'll do a part 2 tomorrow. If not, I'll do a part 2. I'll do a part 2 Sunday. Okay. S. Reed says it's already Saturday morning. When I mean it's too late, I don't mean it's late, but I mean it's late as in y'all about to leave anyway. Y'all about to leave the house to go do something. That's why I mean it's late. Y'all gonna go to the club on Friday and be at church on Sunday. That's the routine. Unique. The routine is go to the club on Saturday and be in church on Sunday. Never too late to save lives. Jada Black, you are saving lives right now. Thank you, Law Original. That's what I hope to. Well, you know, to help as many people as possible. You know, that needs it. You know, they can say, "Hey, I need the help." So, I think Beth needs help, and some other people as well. But I think, you know, Beth, some of these other people out here need the help from me, and that's what I'm here to do. I'm helping the masses. Randy say you going to bed. Acting like nothing happened. You know what's interesting? The women will, if you can tell if a woman stayed the night at somebody's house, she will wear that same club dress to church that next day because she done stayed the night and she didn't go home. So to play it off like she was at home, she go to church in the same club dress. Appreciate that, Law Original. Appreciate that. Yeah, I think that was Beth's blog. Because I've seen her in the chat, man. I'm like, you know, okay, it'd be cool if she call in. I think that's her. Sheila says, I'm about to go do my hair for Sunday. Okay. I agree, Law Original. Men don't. I definitely wouldn't want my woman in no goddamn club. You know, the thought come out these chicks when they get in the club, man. They be dancing They be dancing on all types of motherfuckers, man. You know what I'm saying? The thought just come out of them. Yeah, I'm home in bed. I was off today too. Oh, you say you was off today? Okay. But yeah, man, like, yeah, you definitely don't want no woman in the club. You know what I'm saying? She dancing on all type of dudes, man. Like, these chicks, the thought be coming out these chicks when they around all these different dudes. Alcohol is involved. Something's gonna pop off. You know, it's just like when I did the video about the chick who went to spring break in Miami. And she was on social media, hugged up on her boyfriend, but she on there twerking on dudes slapping on the ass, and got recorded on film. And then she went and DM'd the guy who recorded the video and claimed that she wasn't in no relationship. Like, just totally disregarding her boyfriend who she claims she loves. That was some shameful shit. I've been putting out some of my older videos. I've been making them public because I had them on private. Oh, and there's another video I'm gonna make public tomorrow that I think y'all be interested to see. Let's see what the name of that video. That video was 2 IG models get arrested for trying to extort an African billionaire, a Nigerian billionaire. I put that video back up from 2016. Classic video, you know. I haven't been in clubs since January, and I don't plan on ever going back. Anyone that still goes to the club is a rare man. I agree, La Original. Any woman that still thinks that, you know, doing that is a good move, it really isn't, because you could be shaking your ass on your man, okay? Not in front of no other niggas, okay? Okay? Men take their dates to the strip club all the time here in Florida. It could be a Florida thing. Freedom is power. I think it's a Florida thing. Red Planet Photographer was good. Marie Ali, I see you. It's good. Shout out to everybody that's new that's coming into the chat. Well, you're new because I'm just not seeing you, you know. I think because I'm just not seeing some of y'all, that's why I would consider you to be new. Oh, they do, Joseph. Yeah, they are hard looking, aren't they? Oh, you did primetime, cool. Yeah, I did a video in 2016, but that video still relates to everything that's going on today. You know. Let's see. No, this goes on at TL in Houston a lot. Well, I'm pretty sure it goes on in Houston. Strip Club City right there. You find someone that you know is a great fit, and all you want to do is cook, clean, get to the bag, and suck the soul out they pee hole. Okay, La Original. I like where your mind is. I like where your mind is on that. All the rent people pay out here in the club could be in your house. Exactly, Unique. That's why I don't go to strip clubs. It's a waste of money. Like, it really is. Like, man, you could be putting that money into building something for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Sheila, the video's up now. I was saying that I had put the video back on public because it was on private for about a year. I had it on private for about a year. That's the video right there. That's the video right there. In 2016. That was a good year for content, man. I think I made a lot of good content that year. 2016, and then I think 2016 was when I made some very good content, man. Like, but yeah, that video was from 2016. Yeah, I made some good content that year. Yeah, but you know, let's see. I think 10 pounds of makeup does the job right. Wait until they get turned on jail. They're gonna like the twin. What's her name? The twin girl. The what's her name? The black female twins. The black blondies I call them. They oh shit. They one of them is scheduled to go to jail. You know, over her own wrongdoing, of course. Yeah, Claremont twins, right? Claremont twins. What's going on, Brian? Yeah, it's like that situation. It's but it's different because the chick was with this guy, and the dude passed away, and she just took his money and spent it. The other chicks, they was scamming motherfuckers, man. You got these Nigerians getting scammed. Can you believe that? Getting scammed. Can you believe that? Yeah, it was on Bad Girls Club. Shout out to all the new subscribers or the new people that are here in my stream for the first time. You know, this is how I do it, you know. It's relaxed. Thank you, Unique. It's just a relaxed environment where I can just speak to the people, especially after I done the stream. But I have to bid y'all adieu. Okay, let y'all go and do what you do. All right, fam? And I'll see y'all in the next one. But this was a good stream. Salute to everybody. I care about each and every one of you and your well-being. Your being here makes a difference. And hopefully, everything this work week is worked out for you. Okay. Yeah, well, the Claremont chick definitely did that. She definitely did that. You know what I'm saying? Did she email me the pic? Sometimes it take a while for the email to get sent, but I'm not. Let's see. If she don't send it today, I'll probably get it sometime, maybe tonight or tomorrow, and I'll just let you know what's going on. You know. Yeah. Shout out to the moderators. I appreciate that, man. Y'all working hard today in the chat, moderating. Shout out to all y'all, man. Major mod for a reason. And I will see y'all in the next one. Y'all take care, all right? Y'all have a good one. Have a good weekend, and don't make too many bad decisions. We trying to make changes, fam. Bye.